Wag, wag doon. Dito na.
Diyan nga, tapos
Ano wala siya dyan?
na-istorbo.
So,
Ba't nandito to Mandila? Saan na dito? Nagkukuha.
alright. So, let's begin and start our discussion. So, in continuation with our discussion last week, what we will discuss with today is all about the professional practitioners in counseling. Well, today I will be presenting this to you, and I hope that each and every one of you will listen. And if you have question, you can comment down below this video your questions. So my objective for today is I want you to understand the role and function of counseling at the end of this topic, and then the specific areas and specialization of counselor, and also the career opportunities for counselor, and understanding value, right, responsibilities, and accountabilities with distinguishing ethical behavior of a specific counselor. So, number one, what is counseling? So, when we say what is counseling, meaning to say we are going to identify and define the meaning of counseling. So, when we say counseling, this is a process of guiding a person during the stage life when reassessment or decision have to be made about himself, herself, his or her life course by Sampa 2017, page 11. It is also said that it is purposeful. It is a means of private conversation arising from the tension of one person. It can either be couple in the family to reflect on and resolve problem in living and willingness of the another person to assist the endeavor. So, by McClellan, 2013, page 7. So, this is what counseling is. Okay, pag sinabi natin counseling, this is a process we're in. We are trying to help other people to make decisions, to resolve their problem, and to assess their needs in life. Okay? So, sino-sino nga ba yung kina-counseling natin? Una natin kina-counseling yung mga taong may problema, yung mga taong depressed, yung mga taong may problema sa pag-iisip, yung mga taong hindi matahimik yung kaluluwa nila. So, I'm not talking about yung mga kaluluwang ligaw, ha. So, I'm talking about the people na sobrang bothered sa sarili nila because of the problem that they are facing. So, we have the role and function of counseling. So, we have the individual assessment. We also have the individual counseling. So, when we say individual assessment, this identify the characteristics and potential of every client. So, when you assess, when you measure the kind of problem and the characteristics of problem of a specific person, pag ina-assess mo na siya, that's what you call individual assessment. So, ina-identify mo kung anong klaseng problema meron siya para madaling masolusyonan, madaling ka makapag-advise. Okay, next, when we say individual counseling, this is a client-centered. So, pag sinabi natin client-centered, so, doon lang tayo sa kliyente natin, tinatanong natin kung ano yung mga demands niya, with confidentiality. Pag sinabi natin confidentiality, you have to keep the information secret, no? And relationship is established between counselor and client. So, what is this process? So, for example, I am the counselor, no? Relationship of friendship would build between the two of us para masabi niya kung ano yung problema niya. Because, ano mo yung mga tao, they are not easily, you cannot force them to easily tell their, to tell their problems to you. So, hindi ganun kadali. So, it is on the process of, identifying them. It is still on the process of knowing and assessing their needs and demands. Next, we have roles and function of counseling. So, this refers to group counseling and guidance, wherein group are mean of providing an organized planned assistance to individual and counselor. It also provides assistance through group counseling and group guidance. When we say group counseling, this is a process wherein you are gathering the following person systematically, ginagather mo sila, and then after you gather them, you are trying to counsel the group of people. So, when we say group of people, these are group of people having the same problems. Now, for example, yung mga drug addicts, these are group of people having the same problem. So, the counseling and guidance is there already. You have to assist them, you have to assess them, and of course, you have to set a specific counseling procedure. And aside from that, hindi lang yung counseling procedure yung tinuturo pag group counseling eh. Kasama na dyan yung family, institution of family, no? Help of family regarding the specific situation, building rapport with the group of people belong with a certain issue together with the family. Next, we have career assistance. These are counselors that are called to provide career planning, adjustment, and assistance to clients. So, dito na pumapasok yung livelihood education, livelihood training, and so on. So, we have placement and follow-up. This is a service for school. Counseling program with emphasis of educational placement in course of program. So, what is this? So, these are our guidance counselor at school. So, our guidance counselor at school is yearly they are conducting educational placement like NCAAE and other set of exam to identify whether a specific discipline is one of the strength of a specific individual. So, para malaman natin kung ano ang strength ng bawat isa sa atin. Diba? Ay magaling sa math, magaling ba siya sa science, and so on. Diba? And in that way, guys, they are also the people that had the right to, to advise what kind of course are you going to take up in college. So, what kind of a specific course is fit for you, diba? In that way, madali nila talagang malaman kung fitted ang isang bagay sa'yo o hindi. Next, we have practice of helping clients find needed experts. Assistance that the referring counselor can provide. So, when we say referral, the neurodevelopmental psychiatric people or social worker can refer you to other doctors and for the other doctors to consult with you. Kasi sa tawag dito, kung ikaw ay guidance counselor, napakaraming aspect eh. You can either be a social worker, you can either be neurodevelopmental physician, you can either be human resource people, you can either be psychiatric developmental practitioner. Napakarami niyang aspect, napakalawak. So, next, consultation. This is a process of helping a client through third party of helping system to improve its service to its client. And then for the last one, we have the research. So, definitely research can provide a specific data because it is empirical. It is can provide specific data with a set of goal for implementing an effective counseling process. So, in counseling also, we have evaluation and accountability wherein we're going to assess the effectiveness of a specific activity, which outgrow the demand that the school and other tax-supported institution be held for their actions. So, dito na pumapasok yung tawag dito yung effectiveness of a specific counselor through their activities, no? Usually, ginagawa to sa school and other institution, katulad ng mga organizations. Dito na rin pumapasok yung principle of accountability ng isang counselor, no? At kadalasan, ang kadalasan nag-a-assess dito yung mga RPMS, mga registered psychometrician, yung tawag dito, ina-assess nila or ina-evaluate nila yung individual na a-apply ng trabaho, yung individual na nasa school, ina-assess nila yung kakayahan nito na makihalubilo sa bawat tao sa paligid nila. Next, we have prevention. This includes promotion of mental health through primary prevention using social and psychological perspective. So, when we say prevention, this is in terms of training, 'di ba? Tulad ng mga mental health issue. So, train yan kung paano ma-prevent. 'Di ba? Ano pa ba? Hindi lang training yung ginagawa. Nagkahandak sila ng mga seminar sa bawat tao kung paano nila maiibsan at paano nila malalabanan yung tinatawag nating depression. Competencies of counseling. So, we have the interpersonal skills, means be present. So, when we say interpersonal skills, this is in terms of communication. We also have personal belief and attitude. This is the capacity to accept others as individual. We also have conceptual ability, like the ability to understand and assess client problems. Next, we have personal soundness, like self-confidence. We also have mastery of techniques, the effectiveness and of intervention. And then we have the ability to understand and work within social, the ability to understand group of people in your community. So next, we have the openness to learning and inquiry. This is the capacity of individual or group of people to conduct background checking and background checking about problems. So, what are the following career opportunities and areas of specialization for counselors? So, we have the marriage and family counseling. So, ang ini-establish dito is a good relationship between husband and wife, the family system, the do's and don'ts, no? So, ini-establish yung pag-strengthen ng relationship. Next, we have child and adolescent counseling. So, child and adolescent counseling is developing area of expertise in counseling profession. This is the most common problem that includes child abuse, neglect child, adolescent depression, and antisocial behavior. So, kung napapansin ninyo na ang kapatid ninyo o anak ninyo na merong antisocial behavior, ayaw makihalubilo sa lahat ng tao, mayroon silang abnormal behavior, so maybe nangangailangan sila ng neurodevelopmental counselor or psychiatrist. So, training yun, tapos tawag dito, treat, no? May treatment na ginagawa. Next, we have group counseling. This is for group of people with dynamic field and focuses, no? And also, group counseling is a practice that can be located for a group of people in the organization who has common problems, no? So, kina-counsel din yun. Next, career counseling. This is a career counseling that involves challenging counseling field. This type of counseling aids individual decision and planning career and organizing specific outcome of career. So, dito, yung mga tao pinagdidesisyon whether masaya ba sila dun sa kanilang organization o masaya ba sila sa ginagawa nila o hindi. 'Di ba? Kasi lalo na sa organization pag maraming iba-ibang culture ng mga tao. So, mahirap makibagay kay boss, mahirap makibagay sa mga kapwa worker mo, may kanya-kanya kayong attitude. So, kailangan meron tayong career counseling. Next, we have school counseling also. These are school counseling refers to the process of reaching out to the student with concern of drugs, family, peer, gang involvement in school, counselor, relevant, community agencies, and closely coordinates with key stakeholders of school and family. We also have mental health counseling. This is for people that has mental disorders, no? Kung paano ba tayo makikihalubilo sa kanila. Sabi nga dito, it requires patience, humility, kindness, and compassion. So, I don't know if na-discuss ko na to. So, I want you to do this seat work. No? Write T if the statement is if true, and F if the statement is false. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes quiz, and then right after the quiz, you're going to post, or sorry, hindi niyo po post. You're going to send your answers to me. Alright, sige. Thank you.